temperature, they produces red pigment, and that is actually called prodigiosin. One of the most common significant na-isolate natin pagdating sa Serratia is the Serratia marcescens. Siya talagang pinaka-common. And at the same time, we have the Rubidea plymoutica, and of course, liquefacens. And they produces pink to red pigment because of what you call now sa sorbitol, liquefacens. Okay? Now, lahat sila ay ONPG positive, ibig sabihin dito, they are lactose fermenters except Fonticola. Serratia fonticola are NLF or non-lactose fermenters. Now take note, they are all late lactose. Meaning to say, nakakapag-produce sila ng red color sa maconti within 48 hours. Don't expect na magre-red yan within 24 hours kasi they are late lactose fermenters. But this one, yung pagiging red pigment niya, that can be observed already in blood agar plate. Now, let's discuss Serratia species. Sa Serratia species, actually, yung positive ONPG is no lactose except for yung binanggit ko kanina, except for Fonticola, no? And at the same time, DNA is positive, but ito yung problem natin. They are cephalotin resistant in some other antibiotics, no, or antimicrobials. Yan ang nagiging problem natin kay Serratia. And for Serratia marcescens, they are the one that causes or produces red pigment, particularly room temperature. Now take note, sa lahat ng Serratia, this is the most clinically significant, and they are nosocomial. Most of the time, we cannot observe Serratia marcescens in gastrointestinal tract, but we can observe that at wound infection, UTI, or respiratory. Sometimes, bacteremia. Okay? And they can be isolated in arthritis, particularly septic arthritis, due to the combination of antiseptic solution. Ibig sabihin ito, contamination with the wound. Lalo na pag halimbawa sabihin natin, lumabas na yung buto, tapos may wound, cause of Serratia, that's it. Now, Serratia liquefacens, then we have Serratia rubidea. Red pigment growing to room temperature, odorifera, musty odor, plymoutica. They are the one that causes osteomyelitis and sometimes identified in some most motorcycle accident according to saan ko ba kinuha to? Yung review center Lemar. Okay, so doon ko to kinuha. In-update ko kasi ito. Siguro dahil lumabas sa board exam, kaya dinagdagan ko. And at the same time, this is actually the red pigment of Serratia. On Serratia marcescens growing on sheep blood agar plate is the left, and at the same time showing brick red pigment when grown on maconti agar. Yan. Pero, they are actually pinkish red pigmentation of Serratia rubidea on maconti. So that is actually for Serratia. Next, we have Hafnia. Hafnia alveoli is one of the most clinically significant, nag-iisa lang siya. And they can produce citrate within 48 hours positive. But they can be identified in environmental and sometimes human sample. Enterobacter. Ang Enterobacter, ang isa sa pinakamarami, Enterobacter shade. Now, dito rin yung pinakamarami na kung saan bago yung pangalan ng mga Enterobacters natin. Most of the time, we isolate this bacteria in the laboratory, particularly in neonates. Under Enterobacter shade that we're going to identify in the laboratory for final exam, I think we have 3 bacteria, but not E. coli. Parang 3 or 4. Bahala na kayo kung nabunot nyo yon. Bunutan sa Wednesday. Bakit? Paano kayo kinakaban pag Wednesday? Then, at the same time, most of the time, this particular bacteria can be identified bacteremia, and most of our Enterobacter are nosocomial. Now, take note, it can cause brain abscesses, some causes UTI, and wound infection. Katulad ng Klebsiella pneumoniae, the immediate reaction is negative, negative, positive, positive, plus of course, no A/A. Yun nga lang, wala silang sulfide. Urease negative, except C. Giardiabrae. Chronobacter giardiabrae. I think it's C. Giardiabrae. Bagong pangalan yan. Dati kasi Enterobacter giardiabrae. And at the same time, most predominant isolate in the laboratory, That is Enterobacter agglomerans. Ngayon, we have Enterobacter cloacae. Produce yellow pigmentation at room temperature like Enterobacter sakazakii, the agent of yellow bacilli, which is now called as Cronobacter sakazakii. Most of Enterobacter or lahat yan, they are all motile. Please check on this one. To differentiate Enterobacter cloacae with Enterobacter aerogenes and Klebsiella pneumoniae. Dati sa ibang book, lalo na kay Mayhon, makikita mo Klebsiella aerogenes. Pag i-check nyo, baka malito kayo. Klebsiella aerogenes and Enterobacter aerogenes are the same. Okay? Now, urase positive except Enterobacter aerogenes. Then we have all of them are motile except Klebsiella. Sa tatlong yan, lysine decarboxylase negative ang cloacae, aerogenes and Klebsiella pneumoniae are LDC positive. Then ornithine decarboxylase positive except Klebsiella pneumoniae. Now, please memorize. Makikita natin dito ang lysine decarboxylase, ornithine decarboxylase, and ADH. Sa ADH, ang positive lang natin is Enterobacter cloacae. NLDC positive is Klebsiella pneumoniae, Klebsiella oxytoca, and Enterobacter aerogenes. Then, ang ating P. agglomerans, no, na bagong pangalan nito, is actually negative sa tatlo. Okay? But cloacae is positive with ornithine decarboxylase, aerogenes is LDC, ODC positive, negative ADH. So, check on this one. Now, for the clinically significant species ng ating Enterobacter is Enterobacter cloacae, followed by agglomerans, aerogenes and agglomerans. Then we can also isolate Georgioviae. I think sa oral cavity si Georgioviae. Now, for Enterobacter species, they are actually methyl red negative, Box-Proskauer positive. Kaya nga yung kanilang INVIC is negative, negative, positive, positive. Usually, they are all ornithine decarboxylase positive. But, lysine decarboxylase produced by most, but not Enterobacter cloacae. Infection. Bibihira din ang gastrointestinal. But these are actually nosocomial. Kasi nga, it can be isolated in the wound, UTI, blood, or bacteremia, and CSF. Now, this is the Pantowea agglomerans, na ang dating pangalan is Enterobacter agglomerans, ngayon is Pantowea agglomerans. Then we have our Cronobacter sakazakii, the yellow pigment on BHI. Then we have the Proteus, the swarming motility. Bacterial motility can be swarming, twitching, and tumbling, and even darting. Okay? Now, for Proteus, we have 4 identified species. At the same time, the most common is the Mirabilis and Vulgaris. Now, check on this one. They ferment glucose, sucrose, and galactose. Since they have the capability to ferment sucrose, ang pinagkaiba ng ating tinatawag na TSI between Proteus and Salmonella actually is ganito. Kung titignan mo mabuti, yung binanggit ko sa inyo last time, for the Proteus under the TSI and Salmonella, ang Salmonella, you can see black coloration but hindi lahat. So, H2S niya. This is also K/A. That is for Salmonella. For Proteus naman, yung iba is A/A, yung Mirabilis naman is K/A. But, since they are sucrose positive, makikita mo yung black coloration ng H2S cover the entire batch. Okay? And that is H2S. Yan ang pinagkaiba ng Proteus versus of your Salmonella when it comes to what you call now sulfide reaction in TSI. Underlying swarming motility possess OX2, 19, and K. These are the antigenic determinant that is used to identify rickettsias using the Weil-Felix test. And at the same time, OX2 and 19 for Proteus vulgaris, OXK for Proteus mirabilis. At the same time, we have the swarming non-hemolytic is Proteus. But swarming beta hemolytic in blood agar plate is Clostridium septicum. Take note that your proteus in blood agar plate, napakaganda, yun nga lang, they are non-hemolytic. But kapag ito ay beta hemolytic, that is Clostridium septicum kapag nagsaswarm. Now take note, they can cause stone formation. The only alkaline stone formation called the histobite or stagborine. And at the same time, acquired A phenomenon, the Proteus mirabilis. Acquired B phenomenon, the vulgaris, and E. coli 086. OXK came from the Kingsburg antigen. That is actually for Proteus mirabilis. Tandaan, Proteus is actually swarming phenomenon, at the same time, Dean's phenomenon. Now, nagsaswarm sila sa blood agar plate. But on EMB, it inhibits swarming. No? Has a urease that helps it cause UTI. Tandaan, most of the UTI bacteria are urease positive. That's why it can lead to the alkaline pH of urine because of urease enzyme. Okay? They have the capability to convert urea into ammonia. And at the same time, this is your Proteus in the blood agar plate. To differentiate Proteus vulgaris and mirabilis. Vulgaris in TSI is A over A, but they are indole positive and ODC negative. Your mirabilis is indole negative and ODC positive. Tandaan, lumalabas sa board exam, pag naamoy nyo na yung tinatawag nating burnt chocolate or gunpowder smell, that is Proteus. They are urease positive, plus of course sulfide positive. Most of the time, they are the third common cause of UTI, isolated also in the wound and bacteremia. Proteus paneri, swarms in selective media, myxopatiens, gypsy moth, underlying large slime colony. Next, Morganella. Morganella morganii, nag-iisa lang yan. That is the common, significant, or the most significant Morganella bacteria. Your Morganella morganii. It causes UTI and even diarrhea. Kung titingnan natin si Morganella, halos pagaw sila ng Proteus when it comes to biochemical reaction. Now, your Morganella is characterized by oxidase negative, catalase positive, and urease positive. Dito sila nagkapareho ni Proteus. But they are indole positive and motil. Dito sila nagkapareho ni Proteus vulgaris. It ferments glucose and mannose but not lactose. Dito sila nagkaiba. They are methyl red positive, Box-Boscauer negative, at dito rin sila nagkaiba ni Proteus because they are H2S negative and citrate negative. Tandaan, the most common isolate when it comes to Morganella is Morganella morganii. Tignan nyo mabuti ito. Okay? Next, Providencia. Providencia Rutgeri and Stewartii are the most common Providencia isolated in the lab. Your Rutgeri can cause UTI and occasionally nosocomial outbreaks. Ang Stewartii sa mga burn unit patient. And it can also isolated in urine that causes UTI. Take note, Providencia doesn't have swarming, but they are high resistant to antibiotics. To differentiate Rutgeri and Stewartii, Rutgeri is urease positive, while Stewartii are urease negative. And aside from that, meron tayong Alcaliphaciens and Lustagiani. Please check to differentiate your Proteus, Providencia, and Morganella. Okay? First, indole. Ang indole negative is Proteus, mirabilis, and peneri. But indole positive is vulgaris. The rest, Providencia and Morganella, indole positive. Lahat sila methyl red positive. Your Proteus, Providencia, and Morganella. H2S, ang peneri are H2S negative. That the rest of the Proteus are H2S positive. Then Providencia and Morganella are H2S negative. ODC, positive, isa lang, Proteus mirabilis. Then, pag-testing, lahat positive. So, that is exactly for the differentiation of Providencia, Proteus, and Morganella. Next, Yersinia. Madami pa to. Ang Yersinia are called to be the plague bacteria, and they were used as bioterrorism before. The vector is the flea of the rat, which is called Xenopsila chaeopsis. These bacteria possess a bipolar staining. They are Coccobacilli gram-negative. There are two infections involved, bubonic plague and pneumonic plague. Now take note that it appears underlying stalactite pattern with clumps, no? Adhere in the media. That is your Yersinia pestis. Safety pin appearance, ayan siya. Pag na-stain ng Wasson stain. Now, Wasson stain appears safety pin, cauliflower at 14 hours in SBA, inclusion bipolar bodies. Please memorize. Remember, Sky, Yersinia are non-motile. But there are some bacteria under Yersinia are motile at room temperature. That is your Enterocolitica and pseudotuberculosis. Yersinia pestis are non-motile, and they are ODC negative. Enterocolitica is ODC positive, and they are considered to be motile at room temperature. Underline, bullseye colony with Aeromonas. But to differentiate, urase negative under what media? CIN. Cephsulodine irigasan novovirusin. That is a selective media for Yersinia enterocolitica. Whereas your pseudotuberculosis naman, they are actually ODC negative and motile at 25 degrees Celsius. Okay? Yan ang pagkakaiba nila. Okay? Makikita mo metal red positive lahat. At the same time, motility, ang non-motile is Yersinia pestis. Then at 25 degrees Celsius. Then galactosidase, lahat positive. Then they are actually, of course, no, Christensen's urea, negative lang ang Yersinia pestis. Enterocolitica and pseudotuberculosis are urased positive. Okay? Now, Yersinia actually, in 1720, nagkaroon ng pandemic dito. Kasi nga, ang mode of transmission is dalawa. Either you inhale or kapag kinagat ka ng rat flea, which is called the Chaeopsila synopsis. Now, this Yersinia pestis is called to be the Black Death. And at the same time, ito yung dinatawag nila sa bubonic plague or pneumonic plague. Now, take note na yung vector nito, dalawang klase. The urban and the salvatic. Ang urban actually is the rat fleas, no? In the urban areas. Yung mga daga yung kuto nila. Sa sylvatic naman, sa forest, either the mammalian reservoir, like chipmunks or the rabbit. Yung kuto nila. Ang mga vectors, no? That's actually how they can able to acquire infection, either inhalation or kagat ng kuto ng daga. Dito, kapag kinagat ka, pwede magkaroon ng buboes, enlargement of the lymphatic system, the lymph gland. Pero kapag halimbawa, na-inhale mo, kaya nga ginamit siyang bioterrorism, it can lead to suffocation and difficulty of breathing. At take note, mas mataas ang mortality ng pneumonic compared kay bubonic. Okay? That is your Yersinia. In 1720, nung nagkaroon ng pandemic, ganito yung tsura ng mga doktor. May kanta pa nga yan. That's why the pig contains sweet-smelling herbs to protect from the vector. Okay? Now, bubonic plague actually is painful bubbles on groin or axilla. Kung nasaan yung ating nodule, yung lymph node natin, no? Kaya namamaga yan. Depende kung saan yung malapit ka, kung saan ka kinagat ng kuto ng daga. And there is actually the inflammation. Pneumonic plague naman, mataas ang mortality. It can lead to fever, malaise, and difficulty of breathing, pulmonary signs. Okay? Now, your Yersinia enterocolitica naman is acute gastroenteritis from the term enterocolitica enterocolitis, gastroenteritis. Underlying erythema nodosum. Kaya ito ng grade na. Erythema nodosum is actually underlying, no? Itching and burning sensation with red coloration in the shin due to Yersinia enterocolitica. And at the same time, naging common to sa European countries, particularly in more active in cold climate, causing diarrhea that may last, ito medyo matagal, up to 2 weeks. Next, we have yung tinatawag natin pseudotuberculosis. From the term pseudotuberculosis, underline caseous swelling, which will able to develop pseudotubercle, particularly sa mesenteric lymphatic system. And this can be acquired by ingestion of that particular fecal-oral route, for example, or the bacterial load. Pero ito kasi, reservoir niya in the animals, like rodents, rats, animals, or birds, farm animals or birds. Next, we have, it can cause septicemia in mesenteric lymphadenitis, kaya tinawag siyang pseudotuberculosis, caseous swelling. Nakuha? Next, Edwardsiella. The most common pathogen in man is yung una, Edwardsiella tarda. Si Edwardsiella tarda are urase negative, LDC positive, eto, H2S positive. But they are indole positive din, and of course, citrate negative. Si Edwardsiella, the only pathogen to man, si tarda, is causing bacteremia and wound infection. Underline, warm and blooded animals, and they are actually involved in human species. Tandaan, H2S positive, NLF, K/A, ang kanyang TSI. Sir, ano ang itsura ng K/A? Halos pareho kay Salmonella. Yun nga lang si Salmonella kasi may gas formation. Ito, wale. Sir, meron ba yan sa final exam namin? I don't know. Pero pag may nakita na kayong sulfide positive, ang pipiliin nyo, Salmonella, Proteus, Edwardsiella, Citrobacter, shaped. Meron yan mamaya sa last part, para mag-quiz na kaya tayo ngayon. And of course, tarda is opportunistic to man. Hersheynae is in snake and birds. Ictaluri is fish. Erwinia, plant pathogen. Let's have Citrobacter. Katribo ni Salmonella and Arizonae, si Citrobacter. They resemble like Salmonella, but they are ONPG positive. Ibig sabihin nito, they are lactose fermenters. The most common pathogen ng Citrobacter, Citrobacter frendowii. And at the same time, they hydrolyze urea, pero not 24 hours. Abutin pa yun ng 2 araw. And they are lactose fermenters, and they are citric positive. Next, Citrobacter frendowii is the most common pathogen identified in the laboratory. Meron kaya ito? Hindi ako sure. Si Sir ang kumuha ng bakterya ng mga ito, pero hindi ko naman alam kung meron to. Tandaan, it causes UTI, yan ang nakakatakot, pneumonia, endocarditis, and intra-abdominal abscesses. Kasi nga nosocomial ito eh. Kaya pag may mga tahi-tahi or operation, pwede ito, pag may open wound. Now, it can cause extra-intestinal infection. How to differentiate with Salmonella? They are urea hydrolysis and LDC positive. KCN agar growth. Yan ang ating Citrobacter. Citrobacter frendowii are urea hydrolysis and positive ng LDC negative. Yan pala, paki-check yan. Then Salmonella, negative sa urea, most isolate LDC. And they are K/A H2S positive. Pag K/K ito, sorry, K/K yan, tama naman siya, pero itong K/K, it's not TSI, it's LIA. LIA. Okay? Citrobacter cosseri, na dati nung estudyante ako, diversus. That's actually, meron kasing dalawa, Cosseri diversus, no? Now, nursery outbreaks, particularly common sa mga bata, and it can cause meningitis and brain abscesses. How to identify Citobacter? Weekly urase activity. Mababa lang kasi yung content ng urase enzyme, but they are lactose fermenters, at the same time grows in Simon citrate and methyl red positive. Similar to Salmonella, but Citobacter prendowiyi most hydrolyzed urea, but not or don't decarboxylate lysine. Meaning to say, negative sila ng lysine decarboxylation or LDC. And Salmonella, they are urase negative and they are decarboxylate lysine positive. Nakuha ang Salmonella. So, Citobacter prendowiyi, nosocomial infection UTI, diversus neonatal meningitis nursery outbreaks, Amalonapticus, that is actually in blood and wound infection, rare case. Arizona. Arizona is also similar to Salmonella, but it can cause gastroenteritis or sepsis, but they are LLF, late lactose fermenters. Tapos magkikita mo dito, yung ibang mga genera na Enterobacteriaceae, meron nang isolate dito si Ewingella. Meron akong nakalimutan ko na yung pangalan ng species ni Ewingella. Then meron na tayong, of course, no, Photorhabdus, Caenorhabdus, and Tachomella, meron na rin. Okay? Yan. How to identify Enterobacteriaceae? Una, kailangan alam natin yung sample na ginamit natin. If that is the wound, halimbawa sabihin natin, urine, stool, or CSF. Then therefore, you need to perform gram stain. Then culture, McConkey and blood agar plate. Then try to perform biochemical test. Now, screening stool cultures for enteric bacteria, and you can perform serologic testing for Salmonella or Shigella. Please check on this. Maganda ito, pero may mali lang konti. K/A, H2S positive, produce Salmonella, Citobacter, Edwardsiella. A/A, H2S, Citobacter na doble. Okay? Pero most of the time, they are K/A. Then Salmonella arizonii, they are A/A, H2S positive. Produce vulgaris are A/A, H2S positive. Then K/A, H2S negative, ayan na siya. Then A/A, H2S negative, E. coli. Pag K/K, that is our next topic. Your Burkholderia and Pseudomonas. Okay? So that is actually for TSI pa lang yan. After that, another biochemical test. Then check for the INVIC, motility, citrate, LDC, and at the same time, indol. Okay? So yan. Next, we have A/A, gas H2S negative sa TSI. Eke, Escherichia, Klebsiella, Enterobacter. Pero, pag K/E, gas H2S positive, spaced, Salmonella proteus, arizonii, Citobacter prendowiyi, Edwardsiella tarda. So these are H2S positive. Pag K/A, H2S negative, Shigella, Providencia, Morganella. Pag K/K, H2S negative, Pseudomonas, and Burkholderia. Sa LIA, H2S positive, K/K, Salmonella, LDC positive. K/A, H2S negative, LDC negative, Shigella. Then, R/A, H2S negative, produced Providencia, Morganella. They are LDC positive. Bipolar, tatlo, Bay, Burkholderia pseudomallei, actinomyces concomitans, Yersinia enterocolytica. Lahat yan, they are bipolar staining. Non-motil, Sky, Shigella, Klebsiella, Yersinia. Then, the INVIC reaction. Let's have the next topic, your Vibrio-Nachae.